Have you ever noticed that older people seem to have a distinct scent? It's not just your imagination, science confirms it. But what's causing this change, and is there a way to manage it? Most people assume it's just poor hygiene, but the truth is far more surprising. Meet George, a 68-year-old retired librarian. He's always been meticulous about personal hygiene, daily showers, fresh clothes, and even a spritz of cologne before heading out. But lately, something has changed. One afternoon, while reading to his grandkids, he overheard a whisper. His youngest grandson leaned over to his sister and said, "Grandpa has that old people smell." George was taken aback. He had just showered that morning. How could this be happening? He started to wonder, had his body odor changed with age? Was this something all older adults went through? Determined to get to the bottom of it, George began researching. What he discovered shocked him. There's actual science behind the scent changes that come with aging. And more importantly, there are ways to manage it. If you've ever wondered whether your scent has changed over the years, you're not alone. Drop a comment below. Have you noticed a difference? In this video, we're diving into 5 surprising facts about aging and body odor, why it happens, what makes it worse, and most importantly, what you can do to stay fresh and confident. Some of these might completely change how you think about personal care after 60. And before we get into the first fact, do me a favor. If you find this helpful, tap that like button. It really helps more people see this video. And if you enjoy practical advice on aging well, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on valuable tips like these. Fact number 1, the old person smell is real, but it's not what you think. George couldn't shake the comment his grandson made. Did he really smell different? And if so, why? He'd always assumed that body odor was just a matter of cleanliness, but after some research he found out something shocking. There's an actual scientific reason why older adults develop a distinct scent, and it has nothing to do with poor hygiene. It all comes down to a natural compound called 2-nonenal. As we age, our skin undergoes changes. Our ability to regenerate skin cells slows down, and our sweat glands start producing different chemical compounds. One of these is 2-nonenal, a substance that gives off a slightly musty or greasy scent. And here's the kicker, you can't scrub it away with regular soap and water. Unlike typical body odor, which comes from bacteria breaking down sweat, 2-nonenal forms as fatty acids in the skin oxidize over time. That means even the cleanest, most hygienic person can develop this scent without realizing it. At first, George felt frustrated. Was this something he just had to live with? But then he learned something even more interesting. There are simple ways to reduce or even neutralize this scent. We'll get into those tips later, but first, let's clear up a major misconception. This natural scent isn't a sign of being unclean or unhealthy. It's just part of aging. And the good news? By making small lifestyle adjustments, you can manage it effectively. So now, I have a question for you. Did you know this was a real thing? Drop a yes or no in the comments. You might be surprised at how many people had no idea this existed. And stick around because fact number 2 is going to change the way you think about your diet and how it affects your scent. Fact number 2. Diet plays a bigger role than you think. George was relieved to learn that the old person's smell wasn't about poor hygiene, but that still didn't solve his problem. He wanted to know, could he actually do something about it? As he kept researching, he found something surprising. What you eat can change the way you smell. How food affects body odor. Most people don't realize it, but certain foods release compounds through sweat and skin oils long after you've eaten them. Some of the biggest culprits include strong spices like garlic, curry and cumin. These flavors linger in the body and can create a noticeable odor. Red meat, it takes longer to digest, which leads to the buildup of certain fats that make sweat smell stronger. Alcohol, the body breaks it down into compounds that escape through breath and sweat, sometimes creating a sour or musty scent. On the flip side, some foods can actually help neutralize body odor. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, and parsley are rich in chlorophyll, a natural deodorizer that helps cleanse the body from the inside out. Citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, and grapefruits help balance pH levels in the body and give skin a fresher scent. Herbal teas, especially green tea and peppermint, which contain antioxidants that reduce odor-causing compounds. George's solution, a simple diet swap. Determined to experiment, George made a change. He cut back on processed foods, reduced his red meat intake, and switched to a Mediterranean diet, which meant more fish, fresh vegetables, olive oil and nuts. Within just a few weeks, he noticed something amazing. His skin felt fresher, he sweated less, and even his wife mentioned that he smelled different, in a good way. The best part? He didn't have to give up flavor or eat boring meals. It was just a matter of making smarter choices. Now, here's the part most people completely overlook. There's another major factor that affects body odor, and it's sitting right in your bathroom. Stay tuned, because fact number 3 might be the most unexpected one yet. Fact number 3. Medications can alter your natural scent. George was feeling good about his diet changes, but something still didn't add up. Despite eating cleaner and following all the hygiene tips, there were days when his scent still seemed different. Then he stumbled upon something unexpected. Medications can actually change the way you smell. How medications affect body odor. As we age, many of us rely on medications to manage health conditions. But what most people don't realize is that certain drugs can alter the way our body processes sweat and oils, leading to a noticeable change in scent. Some of the most common medications that can affect body odor include antidepressants and anxiety medications. Some increase sweating as a side effect, making odor more pronounced. Diabetes medications. These can sometimes cause a sweet or fruity scent in the sweat due to changes in blood sugar metabolism. Blood pressure medications. Certain diuretics, also known as water pills, make the body lose fluids faster, leading to more concentrated sweat that carries a stronger smell. Pain relievers and anti-inflammatory drugs. Some of these medications break down in a way that slightly alters body scent. For George, this was an eye-opener. He had been on blood pressure medication for years, and while it helped his heart, he now realized it might also be affecting his body odor. What can you do? If you've noticed a change in your scent after starting a new medication, don't worry. There are simple ways to manage it. Stay hydrated. Drinking more water helps flush out excess compounds that might be affecting your scent. Opt for natural deodorants. Many traditional antiperspirants block sweat, but don't address changes in body chemistry. Natural deodorants with ingredients like baking soda, magnesium, and essential oils can help neutralize odors more effectively. Talk to your doctor. If the change is significant, mention it to your healthcare provider. Sometimes, small adjustments to dosage or alternative medications can help. Have you ever noticed this after starting a new medication? Drop a comment below and let us know. You're not alone, and sharing your experience could help others. Now, if you think medications are the biggest surprise on this list, just wait until fact number 4, because this everyday habit could be making things worse without you even realizing it. Fact number 4, skin and hygiene routines need to change after 60. George had always believed that good hygiene was simple. Shower daily, use soap, apply deodorant, and you're set. But what he didn't realize was that his skin itself had changed over the years, and his old hygiene routine wasn't working as well anymore. Then he learned something shocking. As skin ages, it holds onto odor more easily. Why hygiene needs to change after 60? As we age, our skin undergoes changes that can actually make body odor linger longer than it used to. Here's why. Thinner skin holds more bacteria. Aging skin loses its natural oils and becomes thinner, making it easier for bacteria to settle in and produce odor. Sweat glands change. While we may sweat less overall, the composition of our sweat changes, sometimes making it smell stronger. Harsh soaps make it worse. Many traditional soaps strip away protective oils, drying out the skin and making odor problems even more noticeable. George realized that his usual routine, using strong antibacterial soaps and skipping moisturizer, was actually making things worse. How to adapt your hygiene routine after 60. Switch to pH-balanced soaps. Look for gentle moisturizing soaps with natural ingredients like aloe vera, oatmeal or glycerin. These help clean the skin without stripping away essential oils. Moisturize regularly. Dry skin holds onto odors longer. A light, fragrance-free moisturizer after showering keeps skin hydrated and reduces bacterial buildup. Choose breathable fabrics. Cotton, linen and moisture-wicking fabrics help regulate body temperature and reduce sweat buildup. Avoid synthetic materials that trap odors. Wash more than just the usual. Bacteria can accumulate in overlooked areas like behind the ears, under the breasts and between skin folds. Paying extra attention to these spots makes a big difference. George made one simple change. He stopped using harsh soaps and switched to a pH-balanced cleanser. Within a week, he noticed a major improvement in how fresh his skin felt throughout the day. But there was one final piece to the puzzle, and it's something most people don't even think about. Your laundry. Fact number 5, clothes and bedding hold on to odors longer. George had made several changes, adjusting his diet, switching to pH-balanced soap, and even rethinking his hygiene routine. But something still wasn't right. Even after a shower, his clothes didn't smell as fresh as they used to, and when he climbed into bed at night, his pillowcase had a lingering scent that didn't go away, even after washing. That's when he discovered the hidden culprit, his laundry. Why clothes and bedding hold on to odors longer after 60. As we age, our skin produces fewer natural oils, but the ones we do produce change in composition, becoming more prone to sticking to fabrics. Combined with subtle changes in sweat production, this can create a buildup of odors in clothing, bedding, and even furniture fabrics. Here's what happens. Natural body oils soak into fabrics and stay trapped even after washing. Regular detergents don't always break down these oils, leading to a lingering, musty or stale scent. Synthetic fabrics like polyester hold on to odor more than natural fibers like cotton or linen. Pillowcases, bedsheets and towels absorb skin oils and sweat, making them hotspots for lingering smells. George realized that his regular laundry routine wasn't cutting it anymore, but after tweaking a few things, he was shocked by the difference. How to keep clothes and bedding fresh. Use enzymatic detergents. Regular detergent only masks odors, but enzymatic detergents break down the oils and bacteria that cause them. Look for detergents labeled enzyme-based or odor-fighting. Add white vinegar to the wash. Half to 1 cup of white vinegar in the rinse cycle acts as a natural deodorizer, breaking down buildup and neutralizing odors. Air dry in sunlight. Sunlight is a natural antibacterial agent. Hanging clothes or bedding outside helps eliminate odor-causing bacteria and gives them a fresh, clean scent. Wash bedding more frequently. If you're washing your sheets once a month, try switching to once a week. Even pillowcases should be changed at least twice a week to prevent odor buildup. Choose breathable fabrics. Cotton, linen and bamboo fabrics wick moisture away from the skin, reducing the chance of lingering odors compared to synthetic materials. After making these small changes, George finally felt fresh all day long. No more subtle lingering odors, just clean, comfortable living. Have you tried any of these laundry tips before? George had no idea how small, everyday choices were affecting his natural scent. But after making a few adjustments, tweaking his diet, switching to gentler soaps and upgrading his laundry routine, he noticed a huge difference. Now, he feels fresher and more confident when hugging his grandkids, visiting friends or simply relaxing at home. And that little comment about Grandpa's smell? It never came up again. Aging brings natural changes, and your scent is a part of you. But with a few simple tweaks, you can feel fresher, more comfortable, and more confident in your own skin. Did any of these tips surprise you? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone who might need these tips.